Absolutely glorious day in the heart of the Manawatu, Palmerston North. This is Hockey Manawatu's home ground, and we are getting ready for the first of our male games at the Lower North Island Hockey Championships. It is Hawke's Bay in Taranaki. Once again, these were teams that were getting ready for national championships. Great opportunity to have a bit of a run round, a roll out. And there you see the Hawke's Bay team preparing. Some quality athletes involved in their side. Likewise, Taranaki, there you see the famed amber and black. Great to be with you, joined by former New Zealand under-20 representative Marcus Emery. And Marcus, it must just be nice, you're building up, you're trying to get yourself ready for national championships. You have that rug whipped out from underneath you just because of the life that we live at the moment in this pandemic situation. For these lads to be able to get out as a group, as a team, because we know how close teams get over the course as they prepare for these sort of a campaigns. How nice is it going to be? How much of a nice release for these players is it going to be? Good afternoon to you, by the way.
Oh, afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the mighty Manawatu. Nice to be here. Rather be here than out on the field, to tell you the truth. It's a bit hot today. But to answer your question, Nigel, mainly just the camaraderie, the weekend away with the lads, and obviously the world that we live in at the moment with the disruptions with COVID, probably knocking a bit too close for comfort, but I think all these boys will be cherishing the opportunity to play.
You talk about it, an opportunity, chance to get out and release, and we've seen in the warm-ups here that it's a very, very relaxed situation. As there you see the Hawke's Bay men's side, noted there by Shea McAleese, jersey number 17, but there's some high-quality players dotted right throughout this particular group, and we will talk more about that as this game rolls along. But you talk about how, it's nice to get away, and we've seen it's been very relaxed, lots of smiling and laughing and joking as they were warming up. At what point do you think in the first quarter does the competitive nature kick in and all of a sudden that little switch flicks as we see the Taranaki men's team?
Well, obviously, with Hawke's Bay and Taranaki, part of the original central area, like a lot of players here will know each other. So obviously you're playing against mates, but as soon as that first whistle goes, it just kicks into gear. All of a sudden it's game time.
Well, as we see now, our teams being led out by our two umpires, Brendan Johnstone and Peter Sivitson, for this first of two men's games. Wellington and Manawatu to come out a little bit later on. As we see them all make their way out. I can tell you right now, there's been some very interesting team notes that have come through with regards to the Taranaki side, which we'll be sharing throughout the course of this particular game. I suspect some players may be questioning the accuracy of some of the notes that have been provided. As we see the teams make their way through, there's Brendan and Peter, your umpires for this game. So wander on through. Did ask Peter what the origin of his name was. He couldn't give us the exact Scandinavian location, but he's reasonably confident there's a bit of Viking flowing around through him. There you see the weather conditions at the moment. Saying 19 degrees. That breeze has dropped away just a touch, but you would suspect that the on-field temperature would be well into the 20s, and it was quite interesting noticing the ladies in the game previous between Taranaki and Hawke's Bay saying that the temperature was really starting to rise the further they got into their particular encounter. And there's Hawke's Bay having a final chat, preparing for this particular game. Here is Taranaki. There's wonderful traditional colours. A nice opportunity for them, as you see. They all get themselves set, ready to go. See as they break, and it'll be Hawke's Bay to get us underway. They'll be defending away the southern end. Lovely reserve over the back of the goal that they'll be defending. Taranaki defending away to the northern end. Wonderful Fitzherbert Park just over the back fence. You see the cloud. There was a little bit of cloud earlier in the day, but gee, it really has just burnt off, and it's absolutely stunning. All is in readiness. Kieran King, birthday today for Kieran King. Not sure if the age is accurate for the gentleman wearing number 52 for Taranaki. Here comes. It's taken less than a minute for bodies to hit the turf. A few of the people who were coming in and saying g'day to Marcus before this game was starting. I think the inference some of them were giving Marcus was there could be a few bodies hitting the turf, but probably more after the third quarter, more than the game itself. There's some wonderful spirit and humour that's been bouncing around in the preamble to this game, as it's Hawke's Bay pushing themselves forward onto attack. And Hawke's Bay look to move, coming away to this right-hand side. Bray driving forward. Continue to work. Hawke's Bay. Ball across. Taranaki heads up, looking at the options there. Burmester looking to push that one down the right wing side. So Hawke's Bay going quickly. And they come across again. Bray and 10 drives to that right-hand corner. Plenty of chat coming from both teams. As you hear. Ball has been relocated. That was the issue there. So Hawke trying to attack him from that right-hand side. Nice work. Driving down. Baseline on, just like that. No, off the crossbar. Wow. Well, that was nice stuff. Getting down by the back line and then whipping that ball across, and the goal line saving the goal crossbar, I should say, saving Taranaki going down an early goal. Taranaki looking at their options nicely in. There by Will Kerr wearing the 8. Looking at the options, trying to come forward. And Taranaki with the chance now to move out. So Marcus played against many of the players that we're seeing out here on the field?
Pretty much only the ones probably born before the 90s, to tell you the truth. But yeah.
So here comes Taranaki. So here comes Hawke's Bay again, looking, trying to spin his way through. This is nice stuff again, across, goal. Well, already we've seen Hawke's Bay getting some real change coming in from this right-hand edge of the goal circle, putting some real pressure on Taranaki, who already have got all their field players back and behind. Now a chance for them to break out. Ball through, that's been picked off nicely though. Taranaki still with the ball, still working hard. It's going to be played from the sideline by Hawke's Bay. Driving that ball across. And coming to this right-hand side. Trapped there by Stafford. Well and though Taranaki. Speed they're looking at. Played back nicely. Firing across to that left-hand side. A little bit of a bobble. Can he keep that one in? Yes, that's nice work. Burley. Taranaki though. Can they come through the centre? Foss battling away. Daniel Fossen, number 32. What do our notes say about him? Pew Pew Area School's Best Lamb for Pet Day 2010. That gives you an indication as to the quality and depth of notes that have been provided by Taranaki. I'll tell you right now, it's a tough pet day to win that one in Pew Pew area. That's a big area. That's a good work by Daniel. Don't blame him actually putting that one on there. If it was he who actually did it, there's a nice ball in, but well cut out by Hawke's Bay. And they got to counter now. It's Hanks. Comes out wide. Ball back in. They work down that left-hand side. Ball goes flying through. Coming out. Good defensive work there. Continues the run. That's nice stuff by King, the birthday boy. Hawke's Bay just look to settle. That build up from the back. Bray looks to power that one through the middle. Well picked off. Foss turns. Ooh, taken away nicely. Driving forward. Hawke's Bay. Hinks. Come back. A few names and numbers. And we're just trying to sort out. Here's Hawke Bay. Again, look to work away. To push forward again down this right-hand side. Nice work. Working a nice triangle, coming to that right-hand side. And early on, what is it that they're doing well, Marcus? Why are they having such good reward as they push in from this right-hand edge?
Yeah, they're looking to use the baseline really well, Hawke's Bay. Obviously, they're trying to promote one of their halves with just playing three at the back. And they're just looking to hold the ball probably a bit better than Taranaki at the moment. Taranaki probably hasn't had as much ball as they want, but yeah, Hawke's Bay are really looking dangerous.
That's a nice run, comes back across. Well done again. Taranaki managed to get out of dodge here. Continue to go. King battling well. And there you go, Hawke's Bay. Chance now just for Taranaki to slow it down a little bit. Lifted forward. Nicely brought down. It's worse. Hawke's Bay look to move their way back out once again. Drives it down that left-hand side. Nation. Nice little inside ball. Now can they work that same magic within from the right-hand side down the left? They come back. Cross. Working in. This is lovely stuff. Trying to create. And it may get a penalty corner.
Nice little show and go there. Just to cut back onto the foot.
So the first opportunity for Hawke's Bay. They really have dominated the opening portion of this particular game. See how they look to set up. They set. It's Collier, Will Cure, I should say, listed in the 8 jersey. Flick out trap. They're going for the drag flick, couldn't do it. And Taranaki looked to break free. Coming forward, here's a great counter-attack opportunity. Ball from Spurtle, pushing on through. Stick goes down. Gee, that was quick though by Taranaki, turning defence into attack. Nice stuff. Now comes Hawke's Bay. Wide they go. Gee, just the quickness from defence to attack by Taranaki, and then likewise the recounter, if you want to call it that, from Hawke's Bay. Very impressive start to this particular game. Hawke's Bay is working, got good patience. And what they want to try and achieve is they look to get inside that attack third. Right to the edge of the circle. Oh, that was well in. Another chance here for Taranaki. Try and get themselves out.
Help, help. Come back, come back.
A little bit of pressure coming. Comes across.
When you can. George, when you're ready.
The option, they come away to this right-hand side. Already seen them work nicely down here. They cut back in once again.
Some nice 3D skills there.
Green card. 2 minutes, so Hawke's Bay No, it was Taranaki, excuse me.
I literally passed it back to him.
Sorry, just a man advantage. Can Hawke's Bay make Taranaki pay for it? Continue to work. That one roll on nicely. And they'll swing it to the left-hand side. All driven in. Push their way forward, go Taranaki. So, the early play being made by Hawke's Bay at the moment in terms of attack. Taranaki with that one counter-attack opportunity. And they do look like they're quite happy to try and break if need be. It was Whittleston that was taking a bit of a check there. Here comes Taranaki, continue work down. There is Jordan Whittleston. Once again though, Hawke's Bay picked off, and now his numbers in a well-advanced position. Push, come away to the right-hand side. Sadlier, this is in jersey 12. Another opportunity, yep. Penalty corner. So they have a quick chat. All right, we're going to run this set play. How many options do a team have when it comes to a penalty corner situation? Are we talking double digits here, Marcus?
I think most teams like to think they've got, double digits, but in honesty, they probably only operate on about 3 or 4.
So there we go. Marcus providing the insight for us here in this particular game.
That's bad news for Taranaki. It'll be interesting to see if Hawke's Bay change their option that they're going to do.
There's a bit of confusion here. Taranaki's a little bit. Here comes Hawke's Bay. They're a little messy once again. They go back outside. Look to reset. Trips that one. Good save. Has it been flicked in? Yes, it has, though. Got there eventually. And Hawke's Bay hit the front. Have a look. That ball there. Eventually they got that one in.
Keeper made an initial save, but just clearing out the rubbish for that second shot and that second rebound.
Yes. All flicked in. Hawks with the advantage by 1 goal to 0. It has to say, good reward as well for the pressure and the territory that they have exerted. Very similar to what their women's team were able to do in their game against Taranaki earlier today. First half was slightly messy by both those teams, but then from around the point, Hawke's Bay just really showed some real class and really were able to dominate territory and possession. Hawke's Bay have come out in the men's equivalent and very similar to start this game. Taranaki have shown straight away, though, that if they have the opportunity to counter, they can do so with good speed, good pace. Ball is lifted. Taken down. Continue to work their way forward. As end up in a bit of a bubble there. Moving forward. Coming away left-hand side, Hawke's Bay. Wanting to come back across once again. Gilbert to come to this right-hand side. And quite happy to go back and build once again.
Quite like to see Hawke's Bay's back four come a little bit deeper. At the moment, there's 21 players inside a half of hockey. Makes it quite hard once you're moving forward.
That ball, you just saw it. Sort of flicked the stick and elevated, and there's just a low-ish fence just the other side. That's gone flying over the top, and I'll see one or two hockey staff have to go for a bit of a run, maybe even a bit of a clamber over the top of the fence, possibly. Coming across again, right-hand side, pushing that ball. To work that right-hand edge. We've had great change. That time there, Taranaki able to work their way out. Taranaki looking at their options. Across to this inside, just flicked on by Jake Blanks. Hawke's Bay to get us back underway. Just 90 seconds now on this opening quarter. 1 goal advantage. The team from over on the east coast. Though, Taranaki pressuring. Nice work. Chance getting in there. Might be able to hear the call coming from the coach. He's saying plenty of time they have. 75 seconds. That's good work. Rolling down that baseline. Try to get that back in. Penalty corner has been awarded. So Taranaki now with the chance before the quarter comes to an end to level things up. And all Hawke's Bay pretty much through this opening quarter. Very nice wee confidence booster for Taranaki if they could snaffle one here and get back to even Stevens.
Yeah, nothing worse than the opposition scoring just before a break.
So Michael Spurtle to deliver for Taranaki. There he is. Hawke's Bay getting themselves sorted. Final 30 seconds ticking away on the clock. Rolls, presents. Oh, good save. Needed to be as well. That was ripped in nicely by Lloyd McLaughlin. We go wide, delivers in front. And Hawke's Bay are going to be able to clear as time expires. That was good execution on the penalty corner. So we come to the end of the first quarter of this game. Hawke's Bay have dominated. They've come with the 1-0 advantage heading in. Taranaki, though, they've shown Marcus that if they had those opportunities that they're quite quick to be able to turn the defensive side into a nice counter attack. But how did Taranaki get just a little bit more position so they actually build in the same manner that we've seen Hawke's Bay build over throughout the course, of that first quarter?
I think they just need to try and, when they do get the ball, try and hold on to it a bit longer than actually just attacking straight away, because then hopefully they can get a few more numbers up front, and then it will actually allow for their back defence or their back 4, back 3 to actually be able to transfer the ball, much like Hawke's Bay are doing at the moment.
Hawke's Bay seem to be pressing really high, a lot of pressure, really collapsing quite hard on the ball once it gets onto the end of a Taranaki stick. Again, is that going to be, do Taranaki need a little bit more movement off the ball to try and help create that space to be able to maybe slow things down a little bit, build as you're saying?
I think it's more just looking after the pill, to tell you the truth. Because at the moment, it's a bit helter-skelter, a bit of hot potato for the old Taranaki, and they're only attacking in 1s and 2s. And it's very hard against a well-drilled, obviously very experienced Hawke's Bay team that like to protect the centre, of the field. So then it becomes very hard.
You've got to say they're controlling it. They control it really nicely, Hawke's Bay, and they've got that goal advantage to show for it.
They're probably a bit unlucky not to be 2 up, Hawke's Bay men, if that one that hit the crossbar.
Yeah, well, and they've shown as well that you mentioned it as well, how good it was using that baseline coming in from the right-hand side. But then we saw them again switch, and they had, wouldn't say the same success because they didn't do it as frequently, but they didn't exactly look, blunt coming in from the left-hand side either, did they?
No, there's quite a few threats up front for Hawke's Bay, and they're playing good percentage hockey.
Well, it will be Hawke's Bay to get us back underway in the second quarter. Here's our technical staff here at Hockey Manawatu. The officials reset the time on the scoreboard. Away we go. Sorry, Taranaki get us underway, excuse me. As they look to look back and see Hawke's Bay quite happy to sort of push forward, trying to get a bit of pressure. Now here's King looking at the option. 3 players looking to try and collapse on him. Whittleston drives down that right-hand edge. Coming back in. Clarkson, I think that is. Coming back. Oh, here's a chance. Real good opportunity. Ball for McLaughlin. Couldn't Couldn't finish that one off, but there was a nice wee opportunity to start the second quarter for Taranaki. It's a reminder as well for Hawke's Bay that whilst they dominated that first quarter, you just can't let off. Lovely turn. Head up looking at the option. Big run coming down this right-hand side. That's delightful stuff. Pushing that ball through. Cutting back again. Getting that still away. Taranaki they needed to, but that was lovely stuff by Hawke's Bay. Sweeping down that right-hand side. Into the space nicely. Issue here, double blast on the whistle from referee Sigurdsson, excuse me. And Hawke's Bay again just to calmly build and look at the options. Fires the ball through. Left behind there. Continuing trying to get to the back line there. Fires it and ball goes flying. Hands up there. Taranaki not overly impressed with what's going on there, but a penalty corner has been awarded. Taranaki looking, we're very frustrated with that call. Marcus, what were you saying that I have missed?
Pretty much Ben Collier, wealth of experience. Just looking to probably milk a free hit just a little bit for Shepherd.
Taranaki again don the protective equipment. There's Hawke's Bay set up.
This looks like a German to me. Oh, no.
Fires it away. Good defending on the goal line. It's cleared away. For those not familiar, you say you were thinking it was going to be a German. Explain what that is.
A bit of a twirl at the top by the Bragg Flugger, but not quite sure where they went to Joe Hanks for the old short PD. Well, haven't done that since Curtis Cup.
Well, this will be what, last game of the year, so if they're going to pull out all the tricks, now's the time to do it, isn't it? So, Hawke's Bay. Errant pass, they haven't too many. They've been pretty calm and controlled in this opening portion of this game. So glad you're with us on Sky Sport Next. Hawke's Bay having won the women's encounter between Hawke's Bay and Taranaki by 2-0. Taranaki men now trying to get back on level terms. Good keeping. Ball bouncing off the pads of Luke Elms. Lifted, controlled, brought down beautifully. Turning and coming away, just looking so calm and effortless on the ball, and now pushing it through. King has to come back, and he's cut that out nicely. Taranaki looking at the opportunity here for that counter, which we saw them do well. It's a nice ball. Pushing through, chasing hard on that one.
When you can. When you want, Oscar.
More changes come for the Taranaki side. And it's literally just come onto the field there, and Jake Blanks to fire that one across. Hawke's Bay sticking the way again. Oh, and here's a chance. And to push forward. Turns, fires it across. And we talk about Taranaki, how they can counter the speed there with that from Hawke's Bay as well. Delightful stuff.
Yeah, look like Shea McAlee's turning back the years there. Actually still got a few bit of NOS left in the tank.
Looking back, and Hawke's Bay again get bodies in the way. Just look so comfortable. Bay again, come out, look to build one more time. Pushing away to the left-hand side, very comfortable reverse. Egg pulls a save. Needed to make that. McSweeney there. It's the near post. And that Taranaki opportunity. Nice little ball. Can't bring it in though. There's Whittleston trying to drag that one in. Would have been interesting to see what would have happened if he did. Looking straight away to go through the centre, working nice little triangles there, Hawke's Bay. Low. Taranaki come in. Nice tackle by Taranaki and away they come. Looking at the options. Good hustle back though by Hawke's Bay. Lifted. Brought down. That's nice work as well.
Tremendous ball there by Joey Hanks.
He's flying in. Again, lifting. Finding McLaughlin up front. He tries to turn. Taranaki now push forward. There. Teed off on that one. Who was that? Harry Bushell. A lot of chatter coming out of the Taranaki dugout now. And away they push forward again. Having their best period of the game thus far. Whittleston. Come down this right-hand side. Up by goal. Hawke's Bay. Very comfortable at the moment. Back nicely, just drives that one towards goal, looking for the deflection. Still sitting there. Taranaki trying to clear, still hustling. Just flicked away by King. Not far enough though. Back out to the top, Hawke's Bay still. So, opportunity squandered there. 8.5 to go, thereabouts in this second quarter. Just that early goal for Hawke's Bay, give them the advantage. Lifted down, but missed. It's Bushell chasing for Taranaki, but Hawke's Bay get themselves out of trouble. Now look to turn that defence into attack. Nice little ball down that right-hand side. Again, cutting back. Taranaki defence collapsing nicely, though. Back across. Opportunities here. Fired high. We've seen that more than once over the course of that stellar career. For Taranaki. Nice work. Now it's Taranaki's turn to try and swarm a little bit, and they've got some reward with the turnover. Continue to work. It's gone wide though. A little bit more even in terms of territory and possession. Taranaki having a few moments more than what they had in that third quarter. Hawke's Bay continue to work. Lovely movement off the ball. Ball going towards that back line, but it's not pace. But the way Hawke's Bay move into space, recognise where the opportunities are, it's really lovely.
At the moment, it just seems that Hawke's Bay's probably got an extra few seconds on the ball every time that one of the players has it.
Yeah.
You know, it makes passing opportunities a lot more easier.
Just looking down, coming across. Turn it out, but it's an opportunity for Taranaki from that right-hand side. Work away. Back. Finally gets inside the circle, across front. Cleared away.
It was well worked there by Taranaki.
Continue to build. The option, little ball through there, couldn't be controlled. This has been a much better call to this point for Taranaki. They've had their share of possession, managed to create a few opportunities as well. A very good save by Luke Arms in the Hawke's Bay goal. Changes being made now by both sides. It really does seem like that temperature. I know we had it at 19 degrees to start, but I expect it to be well into the 20s now. Maybe starting to press those mid-20s numbers. 5 minutes to go before the half-time break. Again, working down, trying to come back in. Good defending though. Great work. Continuing to work. Flicks that ball for Bushell to go chasing after. Gets the stick in. Some real pressure on here. Still putting the stick in. Hawke's Bay will look to build once again. Oh, lovely work. Push that one through. Stepping forward nicely. Continuing to work. It's good stuff that we're seeing from Michael Spurtle since she's been a part of this game. Here comes breakaway opportunity for Hawke's Bay. Right. Taranaki. Thing sorted. That's Toby Platt. Number 7. Do you know for certain that his nickname is Perry the Platypus Marcus, or again has been stitched up by a member of the Taranaki administrative staff?
Definitely Tommy Shah's stitched him up there.
Ball through for Taranaki. Bushell was there. Yeah, the notes. Well, can you say that Thomas Escaro has actually mixed them up there, because besides Thomas's name, it's averages 4.3 with the bat in second grade cricket. So has he stitched himself up there, throwing himself under the bus? Nice interception. Here comes Whittleston. Loses the footing, looks to try and get the ball across nonetheless. Bushell battling. Bushell frustrated. Management of Taranaki pretty frustrated, not too far away from us as well. I'm going to say it. Marcus Emery mentioned, opportunity to have a bit of a hit-outs with the lads, but it hasn't taken too long for the competitive juices to get really flowing, particularly out of the coach's box from the Taranaki side.
The game's always a lot easier on the sideline.
So here comes Hawke's Bay once again. Seemed to be a lot more even in terms of territory and possession, but Hawke's Bay have just looked a little bit more clinical when they've had the ball on the stick. He's looking at the options coming in from this side. Looks to flick the ball across in front of goal. Body in front. Still, how are they keeping it out, Taranaki? Oh, stroke being awarded. Well, they've done really well. Collapsed a whole lot of bodies on there. But in the end, the umpire, excuse me, that's Brendan Johnstone. This is a situation. And here is the opportunity. Wait for the ref. The umpire, excuse me. Flicked in. Nicely done, and that Hawke's Bay lead doubles just 90 seconds before half time.
Hawke's Bay have looked very taking down the right-hand side, and again along the baseline. Shea just putting that ball to the striker to have probably 3 goes at it, but still got the stroke, so they take the lead 2.
Straight away again. Hawke's Bay pushing forward. See if they can get a couple before this half ends. But early there, still 2 minutes on the clock, not 90 seconds as I alluded to before. So still got 2 minutes on the clock showing at the facility here. Hockey Manawatu, wonderful facility as well. Main pitch they're utilising here at the moment. Pitch on the far side there you see Wellington girls getting ready for, women I should say, excuse me, getting ready for their encounter against Manawatu. Taranaki. There's McLaughlin trying to work his way forward. Great work though again by Hawke's Bay, and they'll look to accelerate. Decision that again raises the ire of the Taranaki side. Still got just on a minute to go in this, so there's a bit of a difference between the clock at the ground and the clock that you are seeing on your screen. So, a few people getting a little bit fired up now. And so here's a great chance for Hawke's Bay to finish this first half. Another penalty corner. Complaints coming in from the Taranaki side, not happy with what they're seeing.
Just wanted to know what we've been penalised for. If you can't tell us, how can you do it?
See a little bit of a move there. Good save. Hasn't cleared though. Hawke's Bay, still another good save though. Still there. Good saves there by McSweeney in the goal for Taranaki. Half-time it is, and Hawke's Bay, they hold the advantage by 2-0. We're back with the second half shortly. Welcome back to the Lower North Island Hockey Championships. Number 2 hockey. The ground's absolutely resplendent, lovely conditions as the sprinklers just do the last of their half-time watering duties. 2-0, Hawke's Bay with the lead. There's a goal in the first quarter to Noah Sloan, and then the stroke taken by Michael Sadlier just before the half-time interval. It's given Hawke's Bay that 2-goal advantage. This second half it'll be Taranaki playing from left to right on your screen, those familiar amber and black colours. Playing towards the Fitzherbert Park end. It's a great sporting area in this part of Palms North. Fitzherbert Park over the back. Cricketing fields, massive cricketing fields away to that far side that you're looking across to. Raft of teams out there today as cricket, summer sports really start to kick into life. Nice for these teams which would be preparing, as we've said throughout the commentaries thus far, would be getting ready for national championships. Chance to be able to play some form of hockey. Very much appreciated. Saw it last week with the Otatahi Cup down in Christchurch, and here's a good start for Hawke's Bay. Straight away in and earning a penalty corner inside of 15 seconds. What a start. I think it was Trent Bray that was backing himself in there in jersey number 2 that's managed to get the infringement, and an opportunity now for another set play for Hawke's Bay. So it's Marcus Collier to deliver. Getting set. A trap. To go, movement, reverse stick. Good save, McSweeney. It's nice work by Sean Finlay. Still another opportunity as another penalty corner. The different options. Finlay to trap, Bergman sitting there, and they do load up for Bergman. Wide. So score remains 2-0. George Bergman in shirt number 16. Here comes Platt out of defence for Taranaki. Battling going on here at the moment. Spurtler's been very industrious in his time on the field for Taranaki. Continues to go. Swing it away to this left-hand side, Taranaki. Stick in there though. Russ. Is the ball taken off him though, and Bay look to drive their way down. Oh, good opportunity here. Moving into space. Gee with the cross. They come. Hawke's Bay wanting to go quickly. McAleese goes wide. Taranaki again. Bit of pressure coming here to start this third quarter. Hanks. McAleese again. Swarmed. Still trying to find his way through. McAleese can't this time though. Just kind of expect him to be able to extricate himself from those sort of predicaments. Oh, and then see the nod of the heads, the tilt of the heads there. It's two Taranaki players knowing they didn't get that one quite right. They come, Hawke's Bay building again from the back. Changed, unable to control that. Taranaki. So they had a better second quarter really battling a little bit in the first quarter and had a late opportunity through a penalty corner they weren't able to convert. Created a lot more opportunities in the second quarter of this game. Spoon again trying to work through, and Taranaki do come away with that. Blanks takes a tumble. Hawke's Bay. Nice little inside ball. Continue that run looking for a target. Oh! That there was... That's flashing past that left-hand post by Collier, I think it might have been. Was Marcus Collier.
Just a few unforced errors creeping into Taranaki's game. Usually quite prevalent in the third quarter. You know, the old lungs are starting to burn. Mercury's up around 25 at the moment.
And Hawke's Bay putting a lot of pressure on them. Player down, stick flying. Nice clearing kick. It's a bit of an issue here for a player who's gone down in a bit of a heap and has not moved.
Tommy. Tom.
Pulling them up there, just a bit of an awkward forward. Hamish Gilbert. Subbed off, I suspect. Here he is. So we pat on the back there from Matt Stafford. So wait for this game to restart. There it is. McAleese just flicks the ball away. And away we go again. Hawke's Bay bouncing. Really working very hard. Diving in, that was Russ diving in there. Hawke's Bay continue to move forward. Collier. Finley. Away to that right-hand side. Trying to cut that ball back across. Getting the reward he wanted, though, was Joe Hanks. Again, you're just starting to see Taranaki having issues getting out of their own half. And Hawke's Bay really pushing and pressing and get the reward of more territory and possession.
George, when you're ready. You stay now. Just this one, George. Left on, George.
Coming down this right-hand side. Stafford was sticking the way, trying to control it, couldn't. So ball advances, lifted forward, over the top. It's the best opportunity for Taranaki, but that's just nicely done. So calm. They don't look fussed in any way, shape or form. It was Etienne Harrington Watt it was that time for Hawke's Bay that was able to just get in and just pick that movement off cleanly and just stop it before it developed into anything. Stafford looks, finds, away they come. Ball goes back to Nation. Oscar working down this left-hand side now, bit of time and space before Blanks comes across. Looking at the option there, it's Finlay spinning. Taranaki clear. Only as far as Hanks though. Okay. Just nice and calm and comfortable. This one lifted. Far side nicely controlled. Coming through Taranaki onto that ball. Good work too. Snuffing out any counter-attack by Will Kerr for Hawke's Bay. Able to push forward. That far side. Oh, that's frustrating. He'll be disappointed with himself, Doug Russ there. So hard at the moment, but here comes that pressure. Hanks continues to press and chase that ball for Hawke's Bay. Nice work by King. Comes back to Blanks. Fires a nice ball. This is going to be a big chase though for Bushell. The purported Liverpool supporter unable to get to that particular ball. We have to put little asterisks in front of all of these notations because there's some doubt being cast on some of the notations that have been provided for us here at Sky Sport Next. So glad you are with us. Marcus Emery, former New Zealand under-21 representative, providing the analysis for us in this one. Lots of pressure being put. Here's Finlay comfortable. So he tries to thread the needle, just about did. Not happy with that one and acknowledges. It's a high standard, as you'd expect from a black stick and an Olympian. So halftime score still remains 2-0. No real clear goal scoring opportunities for either side in this one. Hawke's Bay. Stafford on the drive. That's great vision. Beautiful ball. A real opportunity for Hawke's Bay now to continue to press forward. Lovely stick skills as well. And good defending. Eventually stops him, but that was delightful stuff. Now counter-attack opportunity. Couldn't drag that one in. It's Thomas Scudder going down. I know it's lockdown, Marcus, but can you explain the haircut on Thomas?
Well, it seems that his aerodynamic spoiler just slowed him down a bit there.
So, he could have gone a bit more streamlined. Hawke's Bay, 2-goal advantage. Wouldn't be feeling that comfortable. That Taranaki have created a few more attacking forays, even though they haven't get the shots on goal to show for it. This is another chance. A chance to piggyback into this attacking third. They're just hanging around, hanging in there, Taranaki. Haven't created as much as what they would be happy with, but just still lurking and knowing, look, if we can get one back, all of a sudden the complexion of this game could change a wee bit. But here comes Hawke's Bay, quickly snuff out any opportunity. Hanks on the ball. Back, and it's good work. Getting the stick in, and now Taranaki come away with it. Hanks comes across, cut back. It's nice stuff by Collier. Nice ball for Bushell. Oh, can't get the ball through. Player was open behind, but that was lovely defending. Another one goes sailing high over the top of the back fence. Taranaki. Can they create something? One penalty corner towards the end of the first quarter, and here's the answer. A little too keen and a miscommunication. The ball was handed straight back over to Hawke's Bay. The 2-goal advantage goes to Noah Sloan and straight by Michael Sadlier. It's Hawke's Bay to drive in from that right-hand side through McAleese. Their way working through. Comes out. By Crawshaw now. They look at the options. Again, push that ball out wide. Swung in at pace. Stafford up there. Bald head shimmering in the sun. And he was trying to get it. And he moves across to this left-hand side, and the ball looking to try and work to them, but they go back to the right. They continue trying to play this game at speed. Looking in from that right-hand side. And they had success, particularly in the first quarter, but they haven't really got back to that point of the field with the regularity I'm sure they would have liked so far, Marcus.
At the moment, they're just trying to attack down the right, but whilst the ball's originally on the right, like earlier in the first half, they're transferring it from the left and then down to through the help side, which obviously puts the defenders in a couple of Mines.
Nicely brought down by Harrington Watt, but loses. Spinning and turning, but again, that touches, some of those final touches just letting Taranaki down when they seem to have a sniff of an attacking opportunity. So no goals through this third quarter, just the 2 from the first half, 1 in each of the first 2 quarters for Hawke's Bay. Still 3.5 to go. It's Hawke's Bay with the advantage by 2 goals to 0. Trying to whip that ball through. McLaughlin, it's run through quite nicely though. And it's going to beat Taranaki player over the sideline. Was there a deflection coming through? So, chance for Taranaki. Just on 3 to go. Collier comes across. Trying to work. Opportunity again, they go back to Collier. Lifts that one in over that. Continue. It's been nice to have a black stick, former black stick, and Ben Collier just be able to step forward, trying to take control again. He's got the ball on the end of his stick as he tries to control. Nice work by Finley though. Now coming through, keeps that ball in. Hawke's Bay can will chase after King. Nicely fires it back. Trying to drive forward again. Stuff working out. Stick got in there though by McLaughlin. With pressure coming from Taranaki and they get the reward. McLaughlin goes again. Step in. Catch the foot, is that what our umper's saying? This is better stuff from Taranaki. Just a very small period with a bit of dominance. Just on minute 45 to go. Hawke's Bay with that 2-goal advantage, but Taranaki pick off another one. Oh, looking to try and hit Bushell there. Ball just bounces over the top of Bergman's stick. 90 seconds to go. Bushell has to drag that one in and flick it back. Can't do so. It's getting a little messy. Maybe the heat. Lack of playing time maybe starting to impact slightly here, Marcus. And as we say, it is a warm day in the mighty Manawatu.
I think they'll start running through those subs very quickly in the next quarter.
Ball goes through, blanks, traps nicely, and he looks to come away to Collier. Collier quickly gets rid of that ball. Taranaki stepping in. Well, Finlay, I think he's going to find himself sitting down for a couple, and he is. Oh, that was just, knew exactly what he was doing. You just see that slight wee grin on his face as he trots off. That was very calculated. 30 seconds to go. Taranaki's just throwing pretty much everyone forward. Bark, Kieran King, he's the only one back. Everyone else inside, going for the shot! Oh, how has that been kept out?
There's another one off the post.
Goodness gracious me. Taranaki weren't happy. They thought they should have been awarded a penalty corner, judging by some of the comments coming to my immediate left. Hawke's Bay, though, have escaped this one. Siren's going to go. And even though the score says 2-0 to Hawke's Bay, if we were scoring this like a boxing match, Marcus Emery, I'd say you'd have to give that round to Taranaki, wouldn't you?
They probably had more opportunities at in the circle to score, but
finished better late in the round. Judges always like to judge those the closing moments a little bit higher, a little bit better, maybe.
They're the ones you remember, isn't it?
Well, it is a good finish. You see a little bit of frustration by Taranaki, but still in this game. They just need to get that score to get back into it. What were they doing well, Taranaki?
It's just seeming to open up a bit more. A few more gaps in the layers, like for both teams. So you're going to quite often see the old. It's a bit of wave hockey. You know, one team attacking, turnover, they go. But obviously, it is starting to open up, and it's probably down to a bit of tired legs and bit of sweat.
If you're Graham Finlay now, the coach of Hawke's Bay, you got your team in the huddle. Is it really just a case of, okay, guys, come on, you just clocked off a touch in that third quarter. Can you just switch on for the final quarter of the year?
I think what he would be saying is just like, let's just get back to what we're doing in the first quarter, you know, value the ball. I think that's probably the main thing that probably let Hawke's Bay down a little bit in that quarter. Just trying those 50-50 options and going into confrontation a bit too much. Whereas in the first quarter, they're just holding the ball, you know, creating that overload where they're able to switch it from left to right, attack that baseline and find some good cross balls.
So you see the coach in the middle, gesturing quite a bit as well, helping to get his point across. Mind you, it's a very good team that he's got available to him, so it won't take too much of a jolt to get them back on task. Still to come, got the men's and women's clash between the teams from Manawatu and Wellington. And what is a glorious day. There was just as I said, a little bit of wispy cloud, but as you can see now, just barely a cloud in the sky. Beautiful and blue. It's absolutely stunning. That is, of course, if you're in the shade and not running around, putting the kind of effort in that these two teams are at the moment. Very warm indeed. They put another 17 on the clock. And it is Shane McAleese poised over the ball, looking. There's a little bit of confusion at the moment. And now we get the okay to go, and we're into it. And Hawke's Bay decide to go out to that right-hand side, and straight away another error which you just generally associate with this team. It was Logan Gee. And straight away here comes McAleese. Support coming in as well from Marcus Collier. Ball cleared away. And Taranaki just want this one out of Dodge as quickly as possible, but straight away Collier and McAleese combining to put Taranaki under the pressure. They spent a lot of time under it, particularly in the first and second quarters. Hanks pushes that ball forward. McAleese finds Hanks once again. Working that right-hand side, which they've used quite effectively. McAleese in, battling. Continues to work. What does it do for a side when you've got someone like Shane McAleese in it? What kind of impact does he have?
It's just awesome for the younger players, you know, both for Taranaki and Hawke's Bay, having the likes of Ben Collier and Shane McAleese, you know, just able to learn from some of the best.
There's been a few better change coming here with Luca Burley charging on. You'll see him coming to your shot at the bottom part of the screen. That ball moves again to that right-hand corner. Taranaki look to try and clear and counter. There is Collier on the ball. The ball's just picked off though. Stepping in is Platt. He pushes that one for Lachlan. Looking at the options. Coming away to this right-hand side. Thread that needle there. Just didn't continue the run. And it might have been Whittleston that just checked his run. If he kept going, would have been interesting to see what happened there. Hanks looking, surveys, and then delivers. Ball down the side. Cut back. Trying to find. That's ended up quite fortuitously. Back in. And Gee trying to find out where the call was. Wasn't forthcoming. Whittleston, little nutmeg. Cheeky we stay there from Jordan Whittleston. Another name to maybe just keep a note on. Under 18s player coming through the ranks. King. Fires it forward. McLaughlin get a touch of that one or not. Bodies get tangled up and clatter to the ground. Excellent little slap on the rump with the hockey stick. Hawke's Bay trying to reassert themselves a little bit, but Taranaki just, the game's gone on. They've just, heard Marcus say before, they've had a few more opportunities. Ball ripped across, though can't really pull that one in. Taranaki still with the ball. Lord McLaughlin on it. He looks to deliver. Scudder going back over there, says referee, so umpire, excuse me. Doing too much rugby recently. Umpires in hockey. Nice little ball. Again, McLaughlin coming back. There's Collier. Heads up, looking, then delivers. Again, just another slight check of the run. That time it was by Michael Spurtle. It was only a half check too. And if he just continued going, it would have been interesting to see what would have happened there. Hanks, head up straight away. That's a lovely touch. And here come Hawke's Bay. Cutting back inside, still going. Couldn't get that final touch through, but some of the great skill there. Move it to that one inside. Being tapped in, that's delightful. I think Trent Bray's got the goal, but he better head straight over there and thank Burley, because it was Luca who delivered that one to him on a plate. Get a look here. Ball flicked across. There's Burley. That one and right there. And
it wasn't easy either.
It wasn't easy, but I still think we know he's buying the first round, don't we? And it's an extra goal advantage for Hawke's Bay. They move it up to 3-0. And that was more like what we saw from them, particularly in the first quarter. But it is opening up, as you alluded to, Marcus. It's going to present some opportunities for Taranaki if they're able to take them. Russ. Here's Bushell. He's had no problem sort of putting himself around. Plenty of running in that young man in this heat. Stafford tips that off nicely. Finley. Cool and calm. Hanks. One of the options. Collier. Quite happy just to clear that one away. Hawke's Bay build again through Finlay. Going quickly, pushing forward, cleared away nicely. Fired back in. And they go bang, bang. Beat Crawshaw, that one was from the edge of the circle. See, everything appeared in slow motion, just half step in, whoop. That's nicely done. Do a bit for Liam McSweeney in the goal there. I think he might have been partially blocked out. Moved as quickly as he could to his right, but couldn't stop that one rattling in, and just like the advantage, doubled.
Just those secondary shots that are in Taranaki at the moment.
Oh, now Bay. They've refound their legs, no problem at all as Hanks moves down that right side. Bushell's tracked back and got a stick in there and needed to as well. Test for Taranaki, they'll see 4 on the board and they'll think, okay, we need to get one else and make sure that the number doesn't grow any higher. And Hawke's Bay is now full of confidence. It's from this near side, looking at the options, finds McAleese, Heaton's patted away nicely though by McSweeney. And sort of on him a little bit, didn't get there quite as quick as he expected it to. Finley, it's nice stuff. Spinning. Taranaki player gets down, puts body on the line for the team, and comes away with it too. Russ fires the ball across. Great speed, but not the control of the direction. Just clatters into the advertising hoardings. Oh, beautifully splits the defence there, but also nice work too, stepping forward. Again, Hawke's Bay now starting to read play again really nicely. This Crawshaw. Another one just fires wide. And now Hawke's Bay really just feeling very good about themselves. You can see the confidence again. Really hustling. There's Finley. There's the yellow. The green earlier. He trots off with a shake of the head. So he'll sit down for 5. Someone's just said it's only 5 minutes, bro. Don't worry about it. Ball is pushed forward. McAleese. Round. Looking. Sets. Well done, Kerry King. And he even gets a pat on the back from Shane McAleese. It's well done, son. Happy birthday, by the way. Hanks flicking that ball through, trying to find McAleese. Hawke's Bay now really starting to pour it on. And this is with a player down as well. Now here comes Taranaki trying to push their way out. Shunt in the back there from Burmester. He lifts that ball. Looking. Opportunity then goes all right. Got plenty of energy still coming out of both the respective dugouts. Just left and right of our commentary position here at Hockey Manawatu. Driving it across, picked off nicely. Burmester looking to flick that ball through. There's a bit of an issue there for Oren, who's gone down. Something's happened there. Shreyas, is it? Makes his way off, does Oren Burmester. In Hawke's Bay, as we into the final period of this encounter. Still to come. 1 or 2 women, Wellington women, will be followed by the men's equivalent to finish off the day. McAleese on the ball. Happy to eat a bit of time.
Taranaki really need to press right now with the extra man advantage. Hawke's Bay just holding the ball, making them run.
There's McAleese. Nice and comfortable. They're eating time nicely here. Hawke's Bay, 4-goal advantage. Really spread the field a little bit. It's moving into space again. McAleese with the head up looking. What's the option? It's over to Hanks, he says. So much time at the moment on the ball. You'd actually think that Hawke's Bay have the man advantage. Little, if they kept that one in, yes they have. Step over by Hanks, it goes back to McAleese. Work it wide. Hanks, McAleese, sorry Hanks I should say. He gets things back underway. He says, right, let's just take our time here. We'll build. And Stafford that right hand side. Comes across. Just trying to get this out. Taranaki still battling away. Reverses. Oh, what a shot. What a goal. What an absolute peach from Oscar Nation. That is delightful. And that's 5 for Hawke's Bay.
We practice much this upright reverse on the bounce, but straight through.
There wasn't much of a gap between Liam McSween and that right-hand corner post, and he still threaded the needle.
That angle there just shows you how good a shot that was.
Oh, goodness gracious me. Very talented player is.
And they're on the way again.
Oh, goodness. And they're going to make it 6 in a hurry, are they? Flicking back? No. Good defending Taranaki. Going down. Still play on as the call. Kerr. You know that wasn't actually Will Kerr. Excuse me. It was Noah Sloan. Score of the first goal, which seems like an age ago. Just on. 3.5 to play. That one's picked off. The option. Platt redeems himself though, stepping in. Now another bit of errant stick work, and here comes Nation again. Looking to repeat the dose. Taranaki this time. Just continue to work their way out, try to get out of trouble. It's another loose ball that's been picked off by Hawke's Bay. McAleese is really starting to dictate terms as the veteran. Nice little short ball coming in from that left-hand side. Penalty corner. It's been interesting, Marcus, just in the last 15 minutes, the influence of, in particular, Hanks and McAleese and how they seem to just control the tempo of everything that Hawke's Bay has been doing, and from around about that middle of the third quarter onwards.
Well, they're prime examples of work smarter, not harder, especially on a day like today.
Right, well, here comes penalty corner opportunity. It will be Marcus Collier to deliver. Luca Burley, flick back to him, just swatted away by McSweeney. Sort of flicked a bottle cap at him, just batted that one out of the air comfortably. Here's McAleese looking. Oh, this is pocket picked.
It's a very good steal.
Well,
Taranaki just have to be a bit careful here. They've been a bit risque coming out of their red zone.
Well, I guess when you're down by the goals that they were, they had to try something, but you're right in terms of, yes, they've been risque, but probably just a bit too loose. Is that what you're more meaning?
Yeah, too many high percentage passes up the guts, which just, when they turn it over, you just leave your defence wide open. Poor old keeper gets left with an impossible job.
Here comes Hawke's Bay. It's a ball back. I think Hamish Gilbert would like to have again. Taranaki, have they got something they can produce in the final 75 seconds? Whittleston high on the reverse. It's probably their best opportunity, probably since that penalty corner at the end of the first quarter. Just on 60 to play in this one. Hawke's Bay with a 5-goal advantage. Taranaki, can they find a consolation goal late? It's got it. Nice little ball back by McLaughlin. Battling forward. No. Not to be on this occasion. It's away, and McAleese brings it down and controls beautifully and heads up looking for the option. Finds Crawshaw. Goes back inside. Burley, I should say, off the, was that the left-hand upright that it's clattered into? Still plenty of running to move into the final moments of this game. Been very impressive by Hawke's Bay. It'll be a double. The women having won earlier, 2-0. And the men, they claim a very good 5-0 victory over Taranaki. Goals by Sloan, Sadlier, Bray, Crawshaw. An absolute peach to finish by Nation. And just, I think you alluded to it a few times, just that little extra class from Hawke's Bay, that extra time that they seem to have with everything that they were doing this afternoon, Marcus.
Yeah, they just seemed a bit more well drilled and had a bit more of an idea of what their goals were as a team. And it obviously started at the back, just holding the ball a little bit longer and just giving passes that you'd like to receive.
Greatly appreciate your expertise in this particular game. So Hawke's Bay with a very impressive victory over Taranaki here at the Lower North Island Hockey Tournament. Hawke's Bay 5, Taranaki 0.